Hello folks, welcome to Lester's Custom Truck Shop. Jessie in New Hampshire. This is your President Richard. Getting ready to get started on it. And I know you want the enhancements. These little Richards are nice looking radios. And the guys at President told me they're planning on coming out with a sideband version of this style radio. That was before COVID started. So we might eventually get it. Probably going to be a while. These are extremely nice radios. Nice radios. The Richard is a 10-meter radio, not a CB. Let's get her hooked up and make sure everything works. Let's turn towards the inside. Gotta go flip the circuit breaker. Hang on a second. That's what it looks like all lit up. Okay. I like the fact that it has the RF power control on the front of the radio. This is an AM/FM radio. The mic gain, RF power is all on the front, controlled with knobs. I don't know about you, but I like knobs. Okay, we're at 28,000. And the frequency counter verifies that it's dead on frequency. We're dead keying, I'm in FM. We're dead keying about 32 watts on FM. I'm going to change mode to AM. Okay, on AM we're dead keying about 14 watts. Audio, and swinging forward to almost 50. Okay, so let's make sure the receiver works. Let's see. Be position 8. Receiver works. Switch to external. Yep. Okay, good deal. Okay. That's noise blanker off. A&L noise blanker. A&L noise blanker high cut. All right, let's get started. That's the wrong bit. It's that same little connector. Boy, that thing just, on all of these radios, it wants to pull off with the connector that's attached to the wires. And I don't know why, but it does it on all of them. IRL 520s. That's what they've started putting in them now, instead of the FQP 13N10s. There's the little 470 microfarad DC input buffer filter. I think that's going to be the one for the voltage regulator, or it could be this one. That one's even smaller. Yeah, what value is this? This is an 08. That's better. We're going to change it out to an 075. You can't put max mods in these because of the way that it's mounted. And I guess I could drill a hole and put one right there and run the wires over here. Or maybe put it on this side. But I really like this. The heat sink. Look how thick the chassis is on this. That's all aluminum heat sink. I think that's aluminum. That may not be. But it's good and thick. Okay, well, let's get started. I need to find the, yeah, that little guy right there is the protection for the voltage regulator. There he is. He just fell out. I wonder what size he is. That's a 220 at 16 volt. It's not big enough to do hardly anything. Here's the one for the power. They just lay a bunch of solder on there and let it melt its way all the way through. I need to turn the temperature up a little bit. That ground is probably got to pass through. Yeah, because he's not going to go without a fight. Let me reach under here and grab it. While I'm heating it up so I can pull on it a little bit. Help it make up its mind to come out. There he is. Now this was a 470 at 25 volt. Okay, now I'm going to get that filter out of here. It's a single 8. We're going to go to a single 7.5. Yeah, I know I'm going to have to grab him because he's got that glue around the bottom of it. There we go. I guess that's open. Definitely going to go back with a bigger one here. At least we're going to go back with 1,000 on the voltage regulator buffer filter. At least 1,000. Because 220 is just not enough. We want smooth DC going to all of the parts of the radio. You know, y'all are talking way too much today. Okay. Let's see what we got here. NDK 7.5. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can get a 2200 in there with no problem. See, will that fit in that footprint? Not quite. Need to put a little bit of standoff on there. Don't need much, just enough to keep it above the other components. I'm trying to keep the things from sliding off the legs while I put it in there. That's why I turned it that way. I didn't turn it so y'all couldn't see it. I was turning it to keep the little spacers from sliding off the end of it. Okay, so that one, we went from a 470 to a 2200 microfarad buffer filter. It's going to clean up the DC coming into the radio, which cuts down noise and makes everything inside the radio more happy. Okay, now let's see what we can do about this little guy over here in the corner. Where is the speaker? Yeah, I think that will clear the speaker. Let me get a... I'm afraid that a 2200 would cause interference. So I'm going to go with a 1000 because it's a little shorter. It's a lot shorter, actually. What I want to do is bring it up high enough just try. I'm looking now to see how long I need to make the spacers. Don't want him against that either. So I probably need to go with a small one. Make sure I get it in there right. Okay, yep. And again, I'm holding it so that I can make sure these things don't slide off before I get the leads in the holes. That's why I'm kind of holding it sideways. Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, then. Just like that. I'll use a little hot glue and hold him down right there against the top of these other caps. And you guys remember, all you got to do if you want to get this out or get the hot glue out, alcohol. Put a little alcohol on it, turns it loose. But hot glue is invaluable, especially on 3-hole radios that take a lot of punishment, like in big trucks, tractor trailers. Well, we used to call them tractor trailers. I think everybody started calling them 18-wheelers was driving, you called it a tractor trailer. I'm giving away my, telling you how young I am, huh? Okay, I ought to hold that guy over there out of the way. And I want to stabilize this one a little bit too, since he's up on stilts. The less they move around, the less likely it is for them to break a lead or break a solder joint. And I had said in a video, I believe yesterday, that the 10-meter radios still had adjustments in them. I was wrong. This is a 10-meter radio, and there's no adjustment in this. None. See? Y'all see that? Yep. No adjustments in there. No adjustable coils, no anything. But you do have RF power. You got mic gain, RF gain on knobs on the front of the radio. See that? RF power. Mic gain, RF gain, which is nice. I like these little radios, I'm going to tell you now. Even though it doesn't have any adjustments inside of it, I still really like it. There's no longer even they don't even put an adjustment for the bias for the FETs back there. They've got that preset. And to do the testing, you have to move these jumpers. Okay. Gotta add that resistor in there. Okay. Get the covers put back on it. See, they paint the inside of their covers too. See that? Inside of the covers are painted so they don't rust. Now, I don't recommend tightening screws with something like my little Black & Decker here, but if you do, make sure it's got a, God, I had it right on the tip of my tongue till I want to tell you about it. Drywall, that's what I'm trying to think of. Make sure it has a drywall screw position like this one does, so the clutch will kick in at barely any resistance. But I still prefer to hand tighten them with a regular screwdriver. Drywall, why can't I remember? I want to call it chalkboard and all kind of other things, but it's drywall. These screws are fine thread, and if I didn't run them down most of the way with the drill driver, I'd be twisting on the handle of this thing all night. Okay. Let's hook it back up and see what it's doing. Well, I've got to do the process first. And when we first turned it on, we were on 28 megahertz even. That's the beginning of the 10 meter band. Nothing there but CW. Voice starts 28.3. Okay. All right. Let's see. I want to get rid of that damn beep. Now, you can turn the beep back on if you want to. Key beep. Off. Roger beep is off. Okay, tone is set to 0. Dimmer is at 9. Let's see if that's... Yep, 9 is the highest, the brightest, I should say. Emergency 1 is set to channel 9. Now you can change that if you want to. Just go to the menu and then select whichever one you want to put in there. Okay. We'll put it back on 9. But that's how you do it. You press the button in, and I want to put it on AM. Okay, and it's telling me that that's on band A. Okay. Emergency 2 is 19, and those are switchable from the front panel. There's emergency 1 and emergency 2 on the switch right here on the front. All right, let's go up to channel 20 and see what we're doing here. Okay. Again, we're dead keying. We're dead keying about 2, 4, 6, about 16 watts now. Hello audio, a little better than 60 watts of output. What was it before? I can't remember. But we got a little more, a little better than 60 watts out of it now. Okay. And that's with RF power all the way up. If I turn RF power all the way down, dead keying about 4 watts. Hello audio. Audio 1, 2. And PEP is around 18. All right. Let me get you down here where you can see that. I got to spread the legs out on the little tripod here. This is a handy little rascal right here, boy. Tell you. I think you can see the meters pretty well. I have 100 watt slugs in both. Okay. That's a little bit too close. Okay, there we go. Now then, I'm on channel 20 AM. RF power's all the way down. Meter on the left's RMS. We're reading on the bottom scale. The meter on the right is peak. We're also reading on the bottom scale. You can see I've got about 4 watts dead key with RF power all the way down. And if I go audio, we'll kick up a little bit over 20 watts on peak power. Now I'm going to go all the way up. See, we're dead keying 2, 4, 6, about 16 watts. Because that little middle indicator right there is 10. Hello audio. That's about 64 watts peak. That's pretty good, especially for 3 IRL 520s. Hello audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2. Audio. Made it almost to 70. But there it is. Jessie, I sure hope you enjoy your new radio. It was my pleasure to set it up for you. 7-3, everybody. Stay safe.